Hello, my dear students. Today, in this lecture, I'm going to share a very important uh, and very useful lesson with you that will help you to talk about yourself very nicely, very effectively, actually. So, here I'm going to share the screen with you. Uh, so actually, the lecture is about how you effectively talk. You can talk about yourself. It's very important to talk about yourself. Wherever you go, you need to introduce yourself. So while introducing, you need to use some important phrases. So if you use important structures when you were talking about yourself, then it would be really great for you. It's a great opportunity for you to have a lot of things together here in this class. So first of all, you can see a slide where you can see name. You can say your name. You can tell somebody your name in different ways. First of all, my name is Ali. I am Ali. And hi, I am Ali. Hello, my name is Muhammad Ali. I am Muhammad Ali, but you can call me Ali. So you can call me Ali. I go by Ali. This is Ali speaking. I am Ali, an English lecturer. My name is Ali and I am from Jamalpur. So these are the ways. You can choose anyone, and but try to use almost all the structures. If you have a lot of structures in your brain, in your mind, then it is easy for you to choose one anytime. So, depending on the context, depending on the persons you are talking to, you can choose any one of them. So, my name is Ali. You can say, I'm Muhammad Ali. So, in this way, actually, just use your name in the place of my name. So, next, what you can see is it's another slide where I try to show you the address, how you can talk about your address. You can say, I live in Jamalpur. I am from Jamalpur. So live in and I am from. This is a very beautiful structure. And we always use these two structures mainly. I live in Jamalpur, Bangladesh. You can say, I am from Jamalpur in Mymensingh division. I currently live in Jamalpur. I was born and raised in Jamalpur. I live in a small town called Jamalpur. So there are a variety of ways you can talk about your district, about your address actually. I live in a small town called Jamalpur. My hometown is Jamalpur. I reside in Jamalpur in Bangladesh. And another one is I am originally from Jamalpur, but now I live in Dhaka or I live in Mymensingh, I live in wherever you live actually. So the last one is very beautiful. I most of the time use the list structure, so you can use any one. So if you just try to remember the words like leave, I am from, and I'm originally from, but now I live in, currently I am living in. And if you want to share where you were born, so you can also say I was born and raised in, and brought up is also possible in the place of raised in. So these are the structures. You can also say I reside in, reside, live in. So these are the structures that you can use to talk about your address. And next, about your hometown. So while talking about your hometown, you can say, I come from a beautiful town. So try to use adjectives to talk about your hometown, to describe your hometown. It's very important to important to use a variety of adjectives to show different things about your hometown, to introduce your hometown nicely before others. So you need to use different sort of vocabulary, variety of adjective, adverbs to show how beautiful your hometown is, or how your hometown, how much enriched your hometown is. To show this, you can use variety of adjectives like I have used here. I come from a beautiful town, so I'm saying that my town is beautiful. And my hometown is peaceful. So I'm using peaceful. It's another adjective that will tell the people that your hometown is calm and peaceful. People are quiet and peaceful. So it is whether it is big or small. So for that, you can say it is small, quiet, and it's very it has so many charming places. So it is a charming place. You can say it's green and scenic. It's developing, and you can also say it is crowded, but lively if it is crowded, actually. And you can say it is traditional and cultural. And you can also use friendly one and welcoming, and it is rural yet beautiful. So the last one is very nice. It goes with our district, Jamalpur, like it is rural and really beautiful. Next, if you want to talk about your study, so there are several ways. There are lots of ways, but among them I have mentioned 10 structures you can use for talking about your study. Like I said, I am a student. You can say I am a student. I study in class 10, or I study in class 12, 11, wherever, and in which class you study, just try to mention that. I study at a school, I study at college, I study at university. So I'm in grade, you can say I'm in grade 10, 8, whatever your grade. So I am studying science, business. I'm studying humanities. So whatever, well, you can use your group. My major subject is English, and I go to school every day. I go to college every day, and I am preparing for exams. So if you are preparing for exams, you can say I'm preparing for exams. I'm a college student and I'm doing my HSC. So uh, these are the things that you can use. These are the structures you can use to talk about your study. And next, to talk about job. So if you are a job holder, then you need to use uh, so many structures when you are talking about your jobs. So for that, you can use I work as a teacher, I work as a whatever you is your job you can use. I am a job holder. Then you can mention your job, your position. I work in the dish company. I work in dish office. So just write the field. Of course, you can write field here in which field you work. I work in the bank, you can say. I'm involved in, and then your work. I'm involved in teaching, like I say. I have a job I in your area where you work. I work for a company. I am currently working as a teacher, so you can write here your own job. I have been working in a college, so like you can say you can write you in a bank, in a wherever you work. I'm doing a job in this sector. I'm engaged in write the profession. So there are lots of ways you can express about your job. Like I work, I'm a dish. I work in I'm involved in, I have a job in, I work for a company. I am currently working as a dish and I have been working in a company. I am doing a job in this sector. I'm engaged in. So all the structures are possible to use for job. Say talking about job actually. And then free time. If you want to talk about your free time, there are a variety of structures you can use. Uh, I am a big fan of playing cricket. So when you were talking about your favorite game, you can say, I'm a big fan of playing cricket. And in the place of I'm a big fan of, you can say, I'm interested in. and change the topic, just like reading books. I'm interested in reading books. I am into is another structure, grammar structure you can use. I am into watching movies. I am fond of music, so I enjoy spending time with my friends. I love traveling. I love reading. I am keen on learning. I prefer relaxing at home. I like creative activities. I am passionate about games. So I used a lot of structures. Like you could say, I am a big fan of, I am interested in, I am into, I am fond of, I enjoy spending time, I love traveling, I am keen on, I prefer relaxing, I like creative activities, and I am passionate about. So all the structures you can use, you can see here, you can use to talk about your free time activities. So to talk about your favorite things, you can just say my favorite food is, my favorite calories, my favorite game is, my favorite hobbies. And you can also use the structures that you use to talk about your free time as well. Next, it's about your strengths and weaknesses. So every single person has to know his or her strengths and weakness, of course. So how to talk about your how to talk about strengths and weaknesses. So there are several ways I have mentioned here. My strength is, you can just say my strength is. Maybe your strength is you are very passionate about your work, or you are very serious about the job you are engaged in. So just write and say, I am good at, just write the skill. I am good at playing football. I am good at what? Just write it. I am strong in. So my strength, so you can say I am good at, I am strong in. To talk about your strengths. And to talk about your weakness, you can say, my weakness is. So my weakness is that I cannot concentrate everything properly. And you can say, I struggle with the things that you struggle with actually. And I'm improving my weakness. I tend to be write the traits, and I can do this task very well, or I cannot do the task very well. I find it difficult to do something. I find it easy to do something. I am working on myself. So these are the phrases that you can use to talk about your strengths and weaknesses. And then skills. If you want to share your skills with others, then you can use the structures I've given here. I am skilled at. So if you have a skill about anything, just like I am skilled at mathematics. I am skilled at speaking English. I have good skills in write the area in English or whatever you have. I am good at. I can do it very well, and I have experience in. So in what field? Just write. I am capable of task. Just write the task. I have developed skills. I am proficient. I know how to do it. I have ability to do. You can use I have ability to this. So whatever you have. And finally, how will you talk about your future plan? So there are several ways you can talk. The first of all, I used I want to become. So if you want to become a teacher, you can say I want to become a teacher in the future. I plan to do something. So if you have any plan to do something, you can say, my goal is to become successful in life. I would like to do it. I hope to achieve. I am planning ahead, and I am to grow. I aim to grow. I have a dream. I will do it. I am determined. So these are the phrases, sentences that you can use to talk about your future plan. So, guys, if you want to improve your English, it is very important to put efforts every single day. You have to practice every single day. Do not skip a day. There should be no day when you will not practice. Try to invest your time at least 10 minutes regularly. So if you watch the video and absorb the lessons very nicely, then I think you will learn many things from here. So after watching the video, you have to write the important phrases that you love to choose, and then try to use in your real life situation when you are talking with your friends, when you are sharing anything with others about yourself. Try to use these phrases, that try to use these sentences in your real life. When you will be randomly using these phrases, these sentences, I think time will come when you will be proficient. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching our video.